Hello Aries, and welcome to your reading for September 2022. This is a general reading for the Aries collective, so keep in mind that the messages today may not all resonate with you. Take what is meaningful to you and put the rest aside. So what we'll be doing today is we'll start off with an oracle card, then move on to tarot, and then we'll end the reading with a spell card. For those of you who have hung around the last few months, thank you so much. My absence has been due to severe health problems in the Carte Blanche family, and I have had to serve as the primary caretaker. So that is where I have been. For those of you who unsubscribed, that is completely understandable and okay. I understand that my absence was an extended one. Currently, things are moving in a better direction, fingers crossed, so I hope to continue being here. And if for any reason I am not, you will know why. So again, thank you to those who have stuck around, as well as to those who haven't. I appreciate you all. All right, so Aries, let's take a look. What is going on here? What's been going on with you, Aries? Okay. All right. Okay, let's see. Confidence, pride, poise, and assurance. So, Aries, one thing is true about you. You are the sign that is perceived to have a lot of confidence. I think it's you and Leo, right? The prideful lion and then the confident ram. So it's not surprising that your card would indicate confidence. You are confident in your actions, your words, you are loyal, you are confident in the work that you do. So you exude confidence. But let's find out more specifically what this confidence is in relation to what it is about. It takes a lot to shake an Aries confidence, so I'm hoping that that's not the case here. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Four of Pentacles, Strength, Queen of Pentacles, Six of Wands. Very good cards. The Hierophant. King of Wands. Wow. Okay. Page of Pentacles. Four of Cups. Aries, there is a lot we have to talk about here. And we're going to be talking about two separate areas of your life. We're going to talk about work, and we're going to talk about your romantic situation. For work, Aries, be very, very careful of who you trust. Like I said, you are confident in the things that you say and the way that you operate. There are people behind the scenes who are trying to shake that. Be particularly careful of the person who you report to, because they are presenting themselves as being in alliance with you when in fact they are not, and they are sabotaging things behind the scenes. Don't say too much, because anything that you say could potentially be twisted and used in another context against you, and it could be the most innocent thing. For example, you could say, oh, I have a headache today, and then a month later they'll be like, oh, that didn't get done because you had a headache that day, and something, there's a twisting of things, of the most innocent things. hold your information, hold your comments close to you. This person and the games that they play could impact your financial situation. You'll be okay at the end, but Aries, it won't be without some like challenges here. It won't be without some strife and some struggle and some push and some pull. Be particularly careful of a female. If your direct report is a female in power, this is the vibe that I'm getting. It's the person who is in charge of your financial situation, and they could twist things around any which way they want. So please be cautious, Aries, with this person. Be careful of what you say to whom, especially within your own department. Whether they're friends, whether they're at the same salary or position level as you, whether they're above you, below you, it doesn't matter. Be very careful, at least for the next few months. I would probably say until the end of the year, okay? Now, as far as your personal and relationship situation is concerned, once again, Aries, I feel this has been the theme since I started doing this for you. We've got fire energy here. Right here, strength. Right here, King of Wands. We're talking about Leo once again. So those of you who have this bond and this connection with a Leo, it is coming up again. It seems to be a repetitive thing. So this part might be speaking more to you. Your person has very, very strong feelings for you. They think about you all the time. They know that you are the one for them. You are everything they ever imagined and didn't think existed. You are confident. You are attractive. You are industrious. You have energy. You're fun. They recognize all of this, but they're keeping their emotional currency as close to the vest as possible. They have a really hard time admitting this to themselves. They know it, but they can't outwardly admit it. Because deep inside, this person feels that they are not good enough for you. And maybe they are not in some circumstances. Maybe they are not. They see you as a winner. They see you as somebody who holds the fort down, has a home, can create a home, can keep it all together, achieves things, is victorious all the time. They even perceive you as somebody who doesn't have a bad day ever. Now, we know that's not true, because we all have bad days and we all have challenges. But this is like how this person sees you. You can do no wrong, be no wrong. They have you up on this pedestal, and this is a pedestal that they feel and they know that they cannot reach. Well, nobody can. Nobody can. So they feel all of these things. They know you're their person, and vice versa. But there's that piece where they're just not going to admit it to themselves, because once they admit it to themselves, they have to act on it. They have to put themselves out there and potentially face rejection, especially Aries, if this is an on again, off again situation. If they put themselves out there, if they admit, yes, Aries, all these things, oh my God, wonderful, the best, etc., and they try and they get rejected, they can't deal with that. We just talked about how Leos are very, very prideful, as you are. You're like two magnets, right? You have two magnets and they come together, and then you flip one over and the polarities are the same, and then they repel each other. Whoops. That's kind of like what's going on here. That is what's going on here. They know deep inside that you are the key to their life going in a better direction. Since they were a child, their fantasies, and I don't mean sexual fantasies necessarily, but all of their fantasies, the perfect counterpart to them, all of the qualities that they thought of since they were a child, all of the values that they wanted their significant other to have. You came along and you were it. You were it. And this threw them off balance because now the fantasy is the reality. And now they have to step up and they have to measure up. They're afraid of measuring up. They're afraid. They know they don't. And that's not to say that they're less of a person, but like no mortal human can live up to the fantasy that they've created of the perfect counterpart in their mind. So part of it is the mind game that they are playing with themselves. They have less to offer for you. Again, they see you as very successful in every area of life. This is them. They're offering something, but they know that it's not enough compared to you. They feel a little bit less than. So they're holding back because then they don't have to be in this situation where they feel less than. They want to support you and provide for you because, again, they have this image of you. This is the image of you. This is their self-image. So they're holding back so as to not experience the friction and the tension that comes from this. And this is not just monetary. In some ways it is, sure. They might feel that they're not as successful with you in terms of a career, in terms of housing, in terms of anything. But this is also as far as like emotions go, right? We talked about emotional currency here. We talked about values here. They may have done things in life that they're not too proud of. Things that you don't know. But they know them and they feel that whatever they've done here, that you don't deserve that you deserve better. They've been processing a lot inside. And they are intimidated by everything that they believe you to be. And in many cases, that you are. They're afraid that if they offer you something, that you'll reject them. They're also afraid of what you have to offer. Here comes, right here, comes everything that they wanted, everything that they wished for, everything that they fantasized about, the perfection that they've been seeking since they were a little child. And they won't take it out of stubbornness, out of insecurity, out of fear. This connection is intense. This connection, whether it's with a Leo or not, but for many of you, again, double confirmation here, right? Leo. This connection is off the charts, and they recognize that physically, but they refuse to recognize it emotionally or spiritually because that's where they feel that they lack and that they have to step their game up. And maybe they're unable to step their game up right now. They perceive you as successful, as victorious, as always being on top. They don't see themselves in that light. So they're staying away. For now. They're staying away for now. There's a distance here, but it's self-imposed by them. They would rather presently be with someone who doesn't have all of these characteristics that they've wanted in a counterpart for their entire life. They've got the list of perfection, and here you are, you meet, you check off all the boxes. They'd rather be with somebody who just checks off one box, two boxes maybe, because then they don't have to step up their game. They don't have to do anything. They don't have to be, they could then reject that person as opposed to feel rejected by you. They're not intimidated by somebody who checks off one or two boxes. They're intimidated by you because you check off everything. They know this. This is something that they need to come to terms with. They ultimately will, but this is the work that they have to do, and it is going to take some time. For some, it may be a few weeks. For others, they may get there by the end of the year. For others, it may take some time. This is a no contact type of situation where there's passion, 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 right? Fire here, fire here. You're a fire sign, Aries. There's like passion, so much passion, but then they sabotage it. They sabotage it by their own feeling inadequate. So this is going to take some time for the coming together to happen, but I just want you to understand why things seem to kind of be paused and frozen. Okay, so let's pull, you probably hear me shuffling, let's pull that spell card. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so Aries, this is your reading. I'm definitely talking to several of you out there because here we go. Confidence was your oracle card. Confidence is now your spell card. Double confirmation. And once again, Leo here, Leo energy here. Double confirmation. Okay? So Aries, confidence by earth and air, water and fire. Let my confidence take light, burn higher. Wow, Aries, if this isn't speaking to you and about you, I don't know what is. A double confirmation reading. It's possible that we've had one of these before. But what I do want to say is that do not let your confidence be rattled by any of this. Don't think that just because you're not in communication or because there's a break or because there's a pause that, don't let that affect your confidence. Don't think that they're not interested in you. It's the complete opposite. They just don't know how to navigate all of this. They don't know how to deal with any of this. Again, it's their own feelings of insecurity, inadequacy, and the inability to step up right now. Okay, Aries? So, thank you for watching. If you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing. And if that's not your thing, that is okay. If you could spare some positive thoughts and energy for the health crises that Carte Blanche is currently facing, that's even more valuable. But please know that I appreciate all of you and all of your views. Until next time, bye-bye.